Yo, yo, what's good? Good evening, wherever you're at in the world. Or good afternoon, all that good shit. How y'all doing? Snapzilla Gorilla, aka The Definition, coming at y'all with a quick live stream. You guys know what it says in the title. Yeah, we're gonna go through this, whatever boxing no-go is talking about, right? Where he says that Bill Haney is damaging Devin Haney's career since the Ryan Garcia fight. Well, we're going to see about that. We're going to see what he has to say. I haven't gone through this entire video, and yeah, we're going to go through it together, right? In real time, we're going to go through it. We're going to see what he's talking about. We're going to try to determine if he can tell us when or how Bill Haney is damaging Devin's career. We're going to find out. We're going to find out, and we're going to see what is your gauge. How do you determine whether someone is ruining someone's career? What metrics are you using? Are you using what are we talking about here? Are we talking what? So that's what interest I have in doing this right now. Um, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to find out exactly, right? We're going to find out what Bill Haney is doing to damage Devin's career. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and start playing the video so that we can get into this. Oh, and by the way, as of today, as of the last few hours, people have been coming to my channel or going to a channel I am currently active on. Like today, I was on Champ Size channel during his live stream. I was in the chat, and you had a guy in there telling me about KO. KO knows what you said about, y'all know what I'm talking about. Knockoff Pity Pat, 69 TV, telling me that he knows what I said about him. He's gonna check me and all this other shit. How can you check me when you can't say nothing to me? How you gonna check somebody you can't say nothing to? You gonna check me on your channel? Perfectly fine, right? It is what it is. I don't care about that. You can say whatever you want to say about me on your channel, anybody else's channel. I don't give a hot fuck. You can come into my chat and try to check me. None of that shit matters to me. Knockoff Pity Pat apparently has an issue with me. So, yeah, and y'all know the history on that. But sending people to tell me that you have a problem with what I'm saying or come through and all, like, for what? Like, I already had that discussion. Go to your channel and debate you about what, right? Nothing to debate about, right? So I'm not going to debate with intellectually dishonest individuals who are dead set on spinning narratives and bullshit to make themselves look good or to make somebody else look bad. I'm not into that. So yeah, go and do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, keep talking about how you gonna check me when how you gonna check me and I don't even know what you're saying. I don't know how that's supposed to work, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna go ahead. With that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and start this video that Boxing Ego's got going on. All right.
Make no mistake about it, Bill Haney is actively damaging the career of his son. Yes, that's right, his own son's career. In this video, I'm gonna break down why. Now, quick preamble. I don't want to hear it.
Fair use, by the way. This is going to be a fair use situation. I'm going to be stopping the video, making my commentary, giving my criticism and all that good stuff, which is allowed under the Fair Use Act. So that's what I'm doing. This is not a copyright, nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not showing his likeness. I actually shared the thumbnail, which has Bill Haney's and Devin Haney's likeness. All right. So, if anybody's doing something they shouldn't be doing, I would say that's it. But let's keep going.
There'll be some people say, oh, come on, Ego, why are you doing this? Why did it? But where are y'all when the Haneys and the Haniacs throw shots in my direction, right? Like
Guys are Trini, what is good? Blessings to you. Now, this guy just played the victim, okay? Don't you love it?
doing this, why did it? But where are y'all when the Haneys and the Haniacs throw shots in my direction, right? Like Bill Haney.
So, does Boxing Ego want us to come to his defense when they throw shots in his direction? First of all, you have to go back in time. You go through the timeline. Regis Prograis fight. You guys start there. If you wonder why this is happening, why Bill is going at Boxing NoGo and all that other type of shit, go back to right after the Regis Prograis fight and how he covers that. And then go on from there. Follow it progressively, right? And you'll see why Bill is throwing shots at you, right? Instead of playing the victim, take accountability for how this started in the first place, right? You felt the way because you thought Bill blew you off. And that's not what Bill did. Bill had no idea you were trying to get his attention, but you didn't care about that. And even though you did get an interview with Bill shortly after that, it was already too late. Millie says H-U-Z-Z. I don't know what that means.
Whatever about me as a person, a brand, an entity, and you guys are perfectly fine with that.
Yeah.
But then when I give y'all a piece of my mind, the Haniacs want to cry. Come on, ego. So we're not playing those games. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. If Bill Haney has...
This guy loves to project, right? Okay, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Say that about yourself. Go back again to where you started covering the Regis Prograis fight and go from there. Yeah, goose that gander.
put out disparaging things about me, call me out of my name, then you're going to get this work, period. Back to our regularly scheduled programming. Now, per usual, I don't let emotions get in the way. You can't have emotions.
He don't let emotions get in the way, y'all. Okay, I beg to differ, but okay.
This business. You know, some people are going to like you, some people are going to not like you. Some people like you, and then they won't like you. I'm not worried about none of that. I don't live my life based on another man, woman, boy, or girl and what they think. My job is to do my job.
But you're living your life based on other individuals right now. Your bread and butter is covering other men and women, is it not? Isn't part of your bread and butter, honey, you're the bee's knees? Okay, I appreciate that. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, Millie. All right. Shaquilla is in the building. How are you, sister? Queen mother. He just did, jerk. Exactly. So, exactly. His bread and butter, you do live off of other people. What are you talking about? Off of what other people say and do. What? That's your job. Part of your job is covering what other people say and do in the world of boxing. And so, you best believe that you do. You live your life based on that. Trust and believe that. Come on, man.
The best person I could be, and I push it to the max every day. And I do that every day. And that goes without saying. My body of work actually represents that. Some people speak when there's nothing to say. Me, I rather speak when I have something to say. And this is one of those times. Back to what I said at the beginning of this video, the reason I believe Bill Haney is actively damaging his son's career is because from the top, April 20th was a bad look or a bad night for the Haneys, period. Missed opportunities. People said Bill should have threw in the towel. Devin is getting slaughtered and dropped repeatedly. It wasn't his night. People thought Ryan was a massive underdog. He didn't look like he was fully trained and taking it serious. So for him to have...
Now, a few things wrong with this. When are you going to mention the drug use? When are you going to mention the PEDs? Okay, people were saying, he says, according to him, there were some missed opportunities. Bill should have threw in the towel, all this, that, and the third. But Bill did not throw in the towel. Probably because Devin did not want him to. Okay. Now, that is a judgment call that Team Haney made. Okay. And if Devin Haney had a problem with that, he could have fired Bill Haney. Right. When Deontay Wilder had the towel thrown in on him, I think it was the second Fury fight. He did not want that to happen. He wanted to go out on the shield. He fired his trainer. He fired him. Shaquilla, exactly. Why even address it? Are my pronouns O, B, C, D? What does that mean? Millie, what is you talking about? Why even address it? So when Wilder's trainer, I forgot his name, threw in the towel, he fired his ass. Queen Cameron, how you doing? And Shaquilla says, why doesn't he tell how he was screaming with joy like a little girl when Davis was knocked down? Oh, he was? When Devin was knocked down? I didn't see that. I didn't know that. That's crazy. Yeah, I wasn't I didn't watch Boxing Eagles watch party thingy when Devin was fighting. But yeah, I mean, Ryan Garcia was a drug cheat. So listen, could Devin have canceled the fight with Ryan when he found out it was overweight? Could he have? There was a lot of things they could have did, but guess what, Millie? If you don't knock it off, what's my wig routine? Okay, so yeah, so there were a lot of things that could have been done. How about Ryan Garcia? He missed the opportunity to not take performance enhancing drugs, right? And with Ryan Garcia not taking performance enhancing drugs, Devin would likely not have been put in the position he was put in on that night. Yes, Ryan Garcia's actions led to the outcome of that night. But he don't want to talk about that. Shaquilla says, yes, I was on his page, watch party. Until then, I thought he was cool. Wow. I knew he was a dud by then, Shaquilla. I knew he was a dud by then. I knew in December. I knew right after the Reach Prograis fight that he was on some bullshit. But it's all good. Yeah. I'm glad he did that. I'm glad you were able to see his true colors at that point in time. I hope it didn't take it. Listen, that's crazy. Wow. Yeah, he's wilding. He was wilding.
He says was somebody who was previously being compared to the next great or the next Mayweather, the next Money May.
It's all good, Shaquilla. It's all good.
It spells trouble. So that goes without saying. And as I've said throughout, Devin was in between a rock and a hard place. And I think you guys see everything I say is coming true, per usual.
And just so you know, on the video, he's showing Ryan Garcia running. I don't know why. Ryan Garcia jogging. And I love how everybody's putting the responsibility on Devin for Ryan Garcia being a drug cheat. Everything that happened that night, the outcome, can be attributed to Ryan Garcia having been on performance enhancing drugs. So I don't know why we're acting like Devin was supposed to do something about that. My wife walking in front of me naked. I love it. Anyway, so I don't know why. Devin is not responsible for Ryan Garcia being a drug cheat. So why do we keep talking about that? Why do we keep acting like, oh, Devin should have did this? Why are we talking about what Devin and Bill should have done when we should be talking about what Ryan Garcia should not have been doing leading up to that fight, right? Starting with the IV, the illegal IV, going on to disappearing. No, actually, before that, coming in 3 pounds overweight during the official weigh-in, leading up to disappearing for 9 hours. Disappearing for 9 hours when he was supposed to be getting a drug test. But he ain't gonna talk about that. Why? Because Bill called him a name. Bill called him a name after the bullshit coverage of the Regis Prograis fight. What he supposed to do? Send you some flowers, motherfucker? Man, these dudes are crazy. The sense of entitlement is out of control.
With Ryan Garcia, it seems like every decision from the Haneys has been made out of desperation. Devin, trying to act tough at an OC County fair. What are you doing, bro? You're a celebrity. You went to private school.
See, that's what Regis Prograis said, right? Now, boxing ego know good and goddamn well Devin was homeschooled. Regis Prograis said the same thing and got his ass whooped. Listen, Devin is a fighter. And if you know the story of Devin growing up and why Bill put him in boxing, it was because Devin was fighting all the time. He was fighting and whooping ass as a kid. So guess what? Bill said, I'm going to put your ass in boxing. But look, guess what? Just because a guy goes to private school, a guy who goes to private school goes to the OC fair, he can't defend himself? Who's allowed to defend themselves? Street motherfuckers? Like, tell us. Who is supposed to be able to defend themselves when they're out minding their own goddamn business and a motherfucker approach you? You don't know them from Adam. You don't know what they're going to do. He's supposed to what? What was Devin supposed to wait? Was Devin supposed to wait to get swung on? Tell me what you're talking about. Like, listen, this is crazy talk. Joseph Jackson says, you seen Devin in the 365 testing with Vada. Yes. Yes, absolutely. And you also saw Ryan Garcia getting an illegal IV.
Echo you. I don't know exactly what went on. People are going to say stuff to get a rise out of you. You're a celebrity. If anything, you should kind of just walk away. You're a pro boxer. What is there to be gained by getting into any kind of altercation at a carnival? With
Was Devin trying to gain anything? When are we going to talk? When we going to get into Bill destroying his career? Was Devin trying to gain during that incident? Was he trying to gain? Oh, he should have walked away. What if the guy followed him and shot him in the back of the head? You don't know what this dude is gonna do. These people are wow. It's the same thing. Knockoff Pity Pat said. Y'all motherfuckers, man. Y'all must have went to private school because you just don't let motherfucker run up to you like that, run up on you. You don't know them, and they start hooping and hollering. Yeah, you gonna swing first. You gonna swing first. It's like I say, strike first, strike hard, get your retaliation in first, especially with a motherfucker you don't know. You're not in school. You're not. It's not like you're in high school. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can just go shoulder to shoulder and start, pushing on you. Like this is not. This is real life. Devin is a fighter. You approach a fighter on the street and provoke them, you might get fight shit might happen. Anyway, I covered that in the live stream. Shaquila, you said you saw it on X? Yeah, I mean, this dude wilding.
And you got to be careful because people like that, you have something and everything to lose, right? You have a pregnant girlfriend or not even girlfriend, wife, pregnant wife, and you have a career, you have the millions of dollars. So put that up against whoever that person was at the carnival, probably doesn't have all those things, especially financially. So I thought that situation was a bad look, made videos about it. And then now back to
what happened to Devin? Did Devin get arrested? Did he get sued? What happened? He didn't even make contact with the dude. He swung at him. He didn't make contact. His homies was in between them. He didn't make contact. But it's the same people like y'all that will go around saying that Devin got punked by Tank Davis in Las Vegas. Oh, they was. Oh yeah, Devin didn't do shit. Devin blah blah blah. Devin blah blah. All this and that. Tank was talking shit. Y'all are the same type of people that will say that Devin punked out with Tank Davis, even though it's the other way around. Tank punked out. Why? Because Tank said that he was gonna smack Devin when he saw him. But we know Tank is a liar. That's actually a motherfucking liar. Guess what? I don't have to do a whole video about it. I don't have to manipulate nothing. I don't have to manipulate what Tank said. I can tell you exactly what he said. Tank said when he see Devin, he gonna smack the shit out of him. And then he saw Devin and ain't do shit. Motherfucker liar. See, that's how you prove a motherfucker liar. Right? I ain't gotta make fancy ass videos and play clips of 2 different interviews 18,000 months apart. No. It's easy. Shaquilla says he sounds so envious, like he's crying because Devin is exactly, oh, you're $1 million motherfucker and all this, that, and the third. Like, come on, man. Listen, Boxing Ego made his bones covering Devin. You understand what I'm talking about? The dude's full of shit, right? Full of shit.
Clicked on this video for how is Bill damaging the career of his son? Because he wants to be too visible. Sometimes it's necessary to pop out. Kendrick told you that. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show Ninja certified boogeyman. I'm the one that up to school with him, right?
This dude is so corny. Kayla, tell me, was that corny?
I don't know. I don't know the context.
All right. She don't know the context. She's a nice person. Anyway, so this motherfucker said that, what did he say? That, Bill puts himself out there too much. According to who? According to whom? Shaquilla says he's saying, yeah, clown, exactly. Bill puts himself out there too much. But you motherfuckers love talking about Bill. If you want Bill to stop putting himself out there, stop talking about him. How about that? Stop talking about Bill. If you want him to stop popping out, stop talking about him. But you can't stop talking about him because he brings you AdSense. Yeah. The casuals love to see motherfuckers shit on Bill. They love it. Exactly. That's what he gets paid to do, to put himself out there to talk about his son. Right? So, Bill pops out too much. That's destroying Dev's career. Well, Dev was undisputed with Bill out there, putting himself out there. Dev moved up to become a champion at 140 pounds because Bill put himself out there. As a matter of fact, I would go as far as to say that Bill brought a lot of excitement to that Regis Prograis fight with all the shit talking he was doing. Just like Regis Prograis' strength and conditioning trainer. Oh, he was talking mad shit. Them motherfuckers made it hot. Oh, yeah. But we're not going to say the same thing about Bob Arum. We're not going to say that about Eddie Hearn, right? We're not going to say that about Warren, Frank Warren, or and all these other motherfuckers that are the big 4 promoters, right? Or really the big 3. And Al Heyman. You know, Al Heyman's not out there, but Leonard Ellerby, right? Leonard Ellerby, he'd be out there talking. You know what I'm saying? Schofield Sr., right? All these motherfuckers. We're not going to say that about them. And guess what? These other promoters, Eddie Hearn, they out there more than their fighters. They have dozens of fighters in their stable. Who do you see most of? Let's say Eddie Hearn, right? He has all these fighters. But he's at most of the fights. He's all over the place. He's getting interviewed all over the place. He's doing exclusive interviews. Bob Arum, he's doing the same thing. And they have multiple fighters. They don't even promote their fighters. They fucking shit they shit on their own fighters. They act like they're their fighters' bosses. Bill is out there because he don't want to be out there like that. Dev don't want to, you know what I'm saying? So he sends his father out there. Yeah, his mouthpiece. That's Dev's mouthpiece. That's what he hired him for. So yeah, that's the strategy they went with at that promotional company. It is what it is.
Shout out to Kendrick. Shout out to Dot, West Side. But there's also a time where you should lay dormant, recharge, regroup, recharge your batteries, that kind of thing.
Oh, really? Really? Oh, there's a time you should lay dormant, not say nothing? Oh, really? Like when Ryan Garcia, right after that Ryan Garcia fight, before we knew he was on PDs, and Bill wasn't saying anything, he wasn't talking, he wasn't doing interviews, he wasn't making videos, he wasn't doing live streams, and everybody was like, "Oh, where Bill at now? Where Bill? Where Bill at? Where Bill talking shit? Oh, blah blah blah. Where's Bill at?" Everybody was looking for Bill. Everybody was talking shit. Where's Bill? And then guess what? Oh, guess what? Oh yeah. Their numbers dropped. Yeah, their views dropped. And until when? Until guess what? Until Floyd Mayweather got on a live with Bill Haney. Oh, did that go viral? And oh, did that help all these channels go viral that hate Bill so much? All these motherfuckers were asking where Bill at. Where Bill? Oh, Bill ain't out talking shit. Oh, Bill did go. Bill sat down to regroup. He talked to Floyd Mayweather. Y'all blew that up. You know what I'm saying? And then guess what? Ryan Garcia popped 30 for PEDs. So Bill had to speak his mind about that a little bit. But y'all was still asking where Bill at. Now you're saying Bill needs to know when to recharge, regroup. Well, he did that. Big Shoulder MX says, I feel Devin should come back in summer and forget them 135, 140 divas. Taking especially Ryan will be exposed. I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that. At this point, I feel like Devin should do whatever the fuck he want to do. Whether fighting, not fighting, focusing on promoting his fighters more, whatever he wants to do. I ain't mad at it. Whatever he want to do, except for fight Ryan Garcia. I don't want him to do that, but if he wants to do it, he's going to do it.
Where we're at now. Just to give you guys indication, don't take my word for it. Look in the comment section of Bill Haney or any Devin Haney post that has a big platform like World Star, whatever. The things that people are saying about Devin aren't favorable. And I don't think
who cares? Why keep bringing up what people say in the comment section? Right? Oh, all these people, they're saying negative things about. So the fuck what? Why are we continuing to appeal to the majority? So what? Who cares? You think Devin and Bill cares? Absolutely not.
Brand and image has ever been in this much trouble. So for example, Bill Haney, he took to social media, and let me tell you what went on. I made a video about it, but Young Thug had Devin's baby mama crying on the phone.
This dude, okay. Why are we talking about this shit? Why are we talking about Devin's baby mama once again? What? Oh my. This is why Bill calling y'all hoes. This is why Bill's calling y'all hoes, man. You want to know why he calling you a hoe? You wonder why they call you bitch? You wonder why they call you bitch? I bet you. You wonder why they call you bitch? You wonder why they call you bitch? I'm just singing a Tupac song. That's what I'm doing. That's just a Tupac song. He zero content. You going back to goddamn that? The Young Thug and Lena shit? Oh, what? All right, what do you got to say about that?
People said, hey, this is not a good look for Devin. This is who you wiped up. You put a seed in her. And Young Thug is talking about he can have that little ish, whatever he wants, even right now.
What does it have to do with boxing? What does this have to do with boxing? Devin's career is in boxing. He's what? He's not fresh and fit. He's not goddamn Kevin Samuels. What does this have to do with his career? Big Soldier says Ego was a super Devin. Nah, exactly. All his dirty games just to protect Tank from top champions. Exactly. He's a gossip channel. Factually. What? See, this is I was going to react to his videos about Devin's wife, but I'm like, no, I'm not talking about that shit. But why? What? This has nothing to do with Devin's career. Nothing. Nothing to do with Devin's career. Who Devin is sleeping with, who Devin is having babies with. Devin is not a dating coach. Devin is not a red pill dating coach. He's thank you, baby mama. Appreciate you. She's not. He's not. Devin is not. Whatever. This dude.
I'm just disrespectful for a man to brazenly and boldly say, yo, I can snatch your chick right now while she pregnant and she your wife, and basically you can't do nothing about it if I wanted to. I mean, it goes without saying that's disrespectful. So that video went viral. Made videos about it. Check those videos. Are the same, blah, blah, blah. So in come Bill Haney. Bill Haney says, the weirdest thing in the world today, Devin's BM, baby mama, posted a Maybach and girls are lined up around the corner happy and dudes are lined up around the corner mad.
Shaquila says, so we moving on to being attacked. Exactly. I'm about to fast forward past this shit. This shit is crazy.
First of all, don't even know what he's talking about. I don't know what guy.
Right, shut up, nigga.
Starters, listen how insane this is. Devin is 26, 27 years old. He's about to be a first-time father, and his father, a.k.a. Grandpa, he's going to be Grandpa Haney when Devin has a kid, right?
All right.
In your culture, if you were 26, 27 years old, and your dad had to speak for you, people are roasting the Haneys and saying this and that and the third because it does look crazy. Can the man Devin Haney speak for himself? That's why people are roasting.
Can the man Devin Haney speak for himself? Did Devin not go on to Andre Ward's podcast to do a whole ass interview? Did Devin not do an interview shortly after the Ryan Garcia fight? Did Devin not do interviews? Devin is focused on training, and he doesn't want to be out there talking a whole lot. He's not, his daddy ain't speaking for him. His employee is promoting him. You see, when you put it in the proper context, it makes a whole lot of sense, right? If I'm a writer, right? So let's say my book starts selling and they want me to start doing book readings, right? They want to have me come to bookstores and do readings. I might not want to do that, right? I might want to hire, back up. I might want to hire a voice actor who is going to make the reading exciting and have him do it. It's my fucking right. If I have the money to do so, and I say, you know what? Let me hire a good voice actor. Let me see who I can get. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who can do a lot of different voices and all that, because there's a lot of dialogue, right? And there's a woman, and there's a man, there's a black man, there's a white man. I need somebody who can do some different voices. Make it exciting. If I want to hire a voice actor to do the readings for me, that's my fucking right as a businessman. Is it not? Yeah, I can say, I can introduce the book, I can talk about the book, I can do interviews, sure. But if I want to do a book tour and I want to sign some books, maybe I don't want to do the readings. Maybe I want to do something different. No one's saying these things about Boots, right? Right? When Eddie Hearn speaks for Boots, when Bob Arum says things like, Shakur, he didn't send no damn offer. Fighters don't send offers, right? No one is shitting on Bob Arum shutting down goddamn Shakur Stevenson when Shakur Stevenson is saying that, oh, he said sign the contract, and Bob was like, fighters don't send contracts. We ain't got a problem with that, but we got a problem with Bill actually speaking up for his son, speaking up for his boss. And here's another thing. Here's another thing that somebody tried to say Bill lied about. Y'all are so desperate. Y'all so desperate. So people are saying that Devin, right, is not the actual boss of DHP. Big Soldier says, ego a sellout. Devin a grown man, 26 millionaire. Who cares? Exactly. That's why I fast forward past that bullshit. I don't want to hear about that shit. I don't fucking care. But people are saying that, oh, Devin's not the real boss. Devin's not the boss. He ain't the boss of DHP because Bill is lying. Because Bill's the CEO of DHP. Oh, man. Oh, man. Do they not know that a business owner can hire a CEO to run their business and they still be the boss? You're still the owner of the business, but you hire a CEO to handle the day-to-day operations. Chief Executive Officer, right? A CEO sometimes has to answer to a board. A board, right? A board consisting of multiple owners of a corporation, right? So that's another line of bullshit that they tell you that he lies about. No, Devin is still the boss. Just because Bill's the CEO doesn't mean that Devin's not his fucking boss. What are we talking about? Are we really that fucking slow? Man, they got me fucked up.
The Haneys and saying this and that and the third, because it does look crazy. I don't know where you guys are from. I don't know everybody's ethnicity and culture, but let me know in your culture, if you were 26, 27 years old and your dad had to speak for you. And again, I'm here to speak the truth. Don't play games with me. Just be honest with yourself. Is that normal? Is that normal for a guy who's over 25 years old and his dad is doing all the talking for him? Celebrity or not,
Is it normal for a 26-year-old millionaire to hire a public relation individual or hire a promoter or hire a spokesperson, right, to handle the day-to-day communications to the public? The press secretary. The press secretary for the president of the United fucking States speaks for Joe Biden. Joe Biden is 80 goddamn years old. Been a grown-ass man. Every president has had a press secretary that speaks for them. What are we talking about? Are we really that dense? Big Soldier said, remember Floyd used to speak for Tank? Yes, and now Leonard does. Dev's still stuttering. Exactly. Dev has a speech impediment. I had a speech impediment growing up. I had to go to speech classes. I used to say cinnamon instead of cinnamon until I was 12 years old. I had a speech therapist. Yeah. When I was in, yeah. It is what it is. I had a speech impediment. Sometimes I still stutter. But that's, it is what it is. Don't nobody want to hear all that stuttering all the goddamn time. So guess what? So what if Bill's talking for him? That's his fucking job. He's getting paid to do it. What are we talking about? They mad the business is in the family, not signing long-term deals like T.O. female. Exactly. Look, I'm gonna be real with you. Boxing Ego's not mad about that. Boxing Ego's mad about something else. But he's going to use whatever he can to shit on Devin and Bill. Okay, so Shaquila says, no, they don't. It's just like Bill serves as a publicist. Exactly. It is pity patty. Why do you think I call K-Ho pity pat? It just fits knockoff's name better. Knockoff pity pat, because he calls himself knockoff boxing. So
if the trainer, manager, father, whatever, he's doing most of the talking. Devin Haney bought his wife a whip. He put it out there. She posted it.
Can we get a segue? This motherfucker went right from this motherfucker went from, I can't get a segue. This motherfucker went right from Bill speaking for Devin right into goddamn buying his wife a fucking car. Are we I can't even get a segue, goddamn it. This motherfucker went right into it. A jump cut like a motherfucker. You ever seen the movies? You ever watch the movies where something is happening, something major is happening, and they're having a conversation, and then you think the conversation's gonna keep going, or there's gonna be something else that's gonna happen, and all of a sudden it cuts to something completely fucking totally different, and you're like, what the fuck? What kind of editing was that? This motherfucker went, this motherfucker did not segue. This motherfucker went, this is crazy. Y'all gotta hear this shit.
Or not. I don't care if he's a trainer, manager, father, whatever. He's doing most of the talking. Devin Haney bought his wife a whip.
What? Did you hear that? Am I tripping, y'all? Shaquilla says that he tells exactly the Green Eye Monster. 85 Sports Talk says, "Hey yo, Freedom March. Is there any reason as to why he hate the Haneys this much?" Yes. It's all right. BFTB already told this story, so I'm gonna go ahead and tell it. It was at the Regis Prograis fight. It was after the Regis Prograis fight, and there was a what they call them things with the media a scrum. There was a media scrum, and everybody was asking questions, blah blah blah, and Bill was ready to go, but BFTB was there. He was there at the fight, and he was with Bill. Now, Boxing Ego was in the scrum, right? He was at the fight. He was in the scrum, and Ego was trying to get Bill's attention. He wanted to get an exclusive interview, basically. He wanted to get Bill off to the side and have a conversation. Well, Bill did not know that Boxing Ego was trying to get his attention. BFTB knew, but BFTB was like, it's not up to me to tell this motherfucker that. So basically what happened was Boxing Ego felt slighted by that. And so from that point, it was all downhill from there. Now, I saw it immediately. I saw that switch immediately after that. After he started covering, after the Regis Prograis fight, when he was covering the Regis Prograis fight, I saw it immediately. I just didn't know why. But when I found out, I was like, okay, that makes a whole lot of sense. BX says, or Big Soldier says, another thing, Bill has his own money. Exactly. Bill had bread before Devin started fighting in the pros. Devin doesn't bout snakes in the game and have to sign the top break or jealous. Bottom line, most Haney haters sound like, yeah, they are. Ego is from Cali. He's from the Bay. He's from the Bay Area, just like the Haneys. Yeah, that's what happened. Exactly. These dudes, that's why I call him part of the light skin coalition. He's part of the light skin coalition, right? And I know it's funny because I'm light skinned, but I'm not light skinned. There's a difference. This dude is part of the light skinned coalition, and the whole light skinned coalition comes together to form light skin Tron. Okay, so that's what I call them, light skin Tron. Him, boxing NoGo, knockoff Pity Pat, and all the others. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Yes, from the Bay Area, exactly. So this motherfucker went right back to the wife. Just no segue, just no. What are we doing? You couldn't do that when you were talking about the wife. Now I got to fast forward through this bullshit.
Put it out there. She posted it. I mean, just be honest with yourself. Is that normal? Is that normal for a guy who's over 25 years old and his dad is doing all the talking for him? Celebrity or not. I don't care if he's a trainer, manager, father, whatever. He's doing most of the talking. Devin Haney bought his wife a whip. He put it out there. She posted it on social media. The blogs picked it up. It's what it is. People are going to have an opinion. But Bill Haney thinks he can come in and put a cape on and save Devin Haney from all types of criticism and then do a bunch of fast talking. That fast talking don't work, especially when you're not in the proper light in the public eye. You dig? So that's where they're at. And the more desperate you appear, the worse it's gonna get. I keep saying that.
Y'all tell me, who sounds more desperate? Really, honestly, who sounds more desperate? Does Bill sound more desperate for trying to protect his son? Protect his son's image? That's his fucking job. There are people, the celebrities. I know he said he don't care about. Only with Devin, none of that shit matters. Normal shit that celebrities and millionaires and entertainers and sport athletes, all the things that they normally have people hire people for to do for them. Oh, Bill can't. No, Devin can't. No, Devin's not allowed to have that. Yeah, there's something wrong with Devin if he operates as an athlete. And what? Only who? What? Devin's not allowed to have a spokesperson who does most of the talking for him. What are we doing? Is Bill a slave or something? Like, what are we talking about? What's the big concern here? Big Soldier says it ain't like Haney in his business in the public. They went exactly. Yeah, this whatever they can latch on to, whatever they can find, whatever they can latch on to it, they definitely go for it. Ego is the big goofy dude with the beanie and the shackles. Oh, shades, you said. My bad. I thought you said shackles. Might as well have the motherfucking shackles on. Yeah, this dude is wild. This dude is wild. So what you he just went straight into Devin Haney buying his wife a car and Bill putting on a cape to do what? What did he say? What did he do about him buying? What are we talking about? People had a problem with him buying his wife a car. That's crazy. So y'all telling me if I had the money and I bought my wife a car, that's retarded of me. That I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't. Oh, because my wife had partners before me. My wife had other individuals that were in her life before me. She wasn't a virgin when I got with her, so I shouldn't buy her a car, right? I shouldn't. No. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Let Devin fight his own battles. He bought the girl, the wife, whatever, a car. He was obviously content to do that in lieu of what was going on. He didn't have no problems with that. He didn't see no problems with that. So that's his business. Let it rock. People are going to state what they state. But when the conversation is not positive necessarily for Devin, Bill Haney always tries to interject. And I find that weird because the man is a man. He's 26 and you're treating him like a kid or something, like it's a PTA conference and he can't speak.
Is this dude serious right now? A PTA conference? What is you talking about? What? What fight? What battle? What battle is there to fight? What? Oh, wait. Was it when he was at the OC fair? Did he call Bill to come fight the dude, or did he just handle that himself? Like, what battles do you want Devin to fight? What? This is. Why is it such a huge concern for these people? Why are y'all so concerned about how Bill handles his handle? Everybody wants to know when Devin's fighting. Everybody wants to know what's going on. Everybody wants to know what Devin is doing. When Bill is not active, everybody wonders where Bill is. Why ain't Bill talking? Oh, Bill ain't got nothing to say? Y'all are so concerned. But when Bill comes out and speaks about shit, y'all have a problem with that too. No, you don't have a problem with it. You just want to bitch and complain about something. You wanted to make a video. You wanted a reason to make a video and get 6.2 thousand views for it in less than a day, right? This shit is crazy. You just listen. This is desperation right here.
Which to me looks extremely bizarre. The other thing is Bill Haney always says stuff like, oh, y'all hating. Y'all keep trying to emasculate Devin Haney with AI memes and stuff like that. And he always talks about macho guys and macho guys wouldn't be in other people's business. But what do you look like being in other people's business and trying to defend a grown man. It looks crazy to me.
Being other people's business and defend a grown man, being his son's business, being in his employer's business. Big Soldier says Ego has 300K dummy subs. I know they see the bull he speaks. Yeah. So you're saying, to counter Bill saying that people stay in other people's business, you're saying Bill is up in somebody's business and you're talking about his son? You're talking about his you're talking about Bill's clients. You're talking about Bill's boss. Bill's job is to be in Devin's business. Bill's job is to handle Devin's business. Bill's job is to try to prevent damage to his image, to protect his image. That's his job. Well, I don't even know why I keep having to say that.
What's more emasculating than not letting a grown man speak for himself and trying to fight his battles when he's clearly not a kid anymore? So
I'm sorry, is Tank emasculate? Is Tank emasculated when people speak for him? Is Carmel Moulton emasculated? Is Jerron Boots Ennis emasculated? Right? Very few fighters out there that don't have people that do these type of things. Like, I know that Bud speaks mostly for himself, but he barely speaks to people. Whatever. Like, this dude, whatever.
this is why I'm saying it's damaging. And you guys, the Haneyacks, they're not going to tell you the truth. The Haneyacks are perhaps, at this current moment, the fakest group in boxing. They're not going to keep it real with you, but Boxing Ego will. And that's what it is. So, just to give you guys some examples, on that post where Bill Haney's saying, oh, you guys are talking about Devin buying her a car and the men are mad and the women is happy. Why would women be happy that he bought his wife a car? What does that got to do with them? So these weird narrative put...
What is Devin buying his wife a car got to do with you? And the dudes that, what does it have to do with anybody? Why is it anybody's business that Devin bought his wife a car? Why does Bill have to come up and talk about Devin buying his own wife a fucking car? Why does he have to defend Devin buying his wife a car? Why is Devin buying his wife a car a problem? That's the questions we should be asking. You see, Boxing Ego is telling you that if you don't agree with his, according to Boxing Ego, I'm probably a Haneyack, right? So I'm not telling y'all the truth. No. I'm not doing that. He's telling you the truth, but I am picking this shit apart like it's nothing, right? You can smell the bullshit coming from this screen that I have in front of me, going through this screen and going through y'all screens to get to y'all. Y'all can smell the bullshit, right? Will Sinclair says chicks be happy like it's their card. Exactly. Like they happy for the chick. That's it. That's what Bill's saying. Bill's saying, oh, good for you, girl. Look at you. Your husband bought you a car. But the dudes is mad because she was with Young Thug at one point. This is crazy. Y'all, guess what? Y'all wives and y'all girlfriends, oh yeah, they had all kind of penis in them. Trust and believe. They didn't have dicks in their mouth. They probably swallowed some nuts that wasn't yours. You don't know what your wife did before you. You don't know what your girl did before you. But guess what? You still buying her ass a car. You still paying her goddamn bills, ain't you? You still buying her meals. The fuck y'all look like? Y'all are retarded. This is crazy.
Pushes from Bill Haney. Somebody says, what's weirder is you referring to her as a baby mama instead of a wife, girlfriend, or companion, which a lot of people are saying. This is his wife. No matter how you state it.
Listen, she herself referred to him as her baby daddy. Does it matter? I call my wife my baby mama all the time. This is desperate. She called me baby daddy. Hey, baby daddy. and I say, "What's up, baby mama?" or baby mama wifey type, right now, to this day, y'all are sick in the fucking head that you guys. Why am I still talking about this?
And they're acting like everything that's negative and constructive and criticism is just some miserable troll. But sometimes, even if people put it in joke form, there might be a lot of truth said in jest. Someone says, what the F does that have to do with Devin getting his get back with Ryan Garcia? Ryan will put nobody's business but hers. So at this point, the man doesn't get it. He thinks he's doing his son a solid by acting this way and trying to re-troll comments that he feels are trolling. And a lot of this stuff is not necessarily trolling. I think the game's gotten soft where they're acting like everything that's negative and constructive and criticism is just some miserable
Big Soldier,
troll.
I believe that.
But sometimes, even if people put it in joke form, there might be a lot of truth said in jest.
What are you talking about?
Son in a coma next time. Frank, you are a king hater. What the F does that have to do with Devin getting his get back with Ryan Garcia? Both troll. But sometimes, even if people put it in joke form, there might be a lot of truth said in jest. Someone says, what the F does that have to do with Devin getting his get back with Ryan Garcia? Ryan will put your son in a coma next time. Frank, you are a king hater. Yet again.
That sounds like haterism to me. So this is Boxing Ego being a drama queen. Okay. This is Boxing Ego being a drama queen. All right. He's a bitch. This is crazy, right? Now, this Frank Wallace character on Twitter or X says, what the fuck does that have to do with Devin getting his get back with Ryan? I don't know what he said before that. I don't know the context. I'm not rewinding it back. Ryan will put your bitch ass son in a coma next time. Now, this is what a man said about Bill's son, who had been cheated by a performance-enhancing drug user, right? A guy who knocked Devin down 3 times and could not knock him out, even though he came in overweight and he was on performance-enhancing drugs. This is what this Frank Wallace character has to say about it. And this Frank Wallace character has Clarissa Shields as their thumbnail. You some motherfucking weirdos out there. Don't you start whining. You want to get out? You want to go outside? Yeah, I thought so. So what does Bill say to that? Yeah, get that shit back. Now, this is probably some old ass shit. So what does Bill say in response? He says, Frank, you are a king hater. That's all he said. But according to Boxing Ego, why would you say something so devastating to a Twitter user? Dude, you just told me that a drug cheat was going to put my son in a coma. And that my son was a bitch ass and all that shit. And all I said was, Frank, you a hater, but I am the problem. This shit, you can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up.
Battling people online, like this ain't it. I told you, the only way.
So to him, Bill saying, Frank, you a king hater, is battling. That's battling. This dude is a drama queen. You talk all this shit about my son. I say you're a king hater. And I'm battling you. No, it sounds like I'm dismissing you as a hater. That's what it sounds like. Wow.
Devin to resurrect his limelight is to get in that ring and fight.
Resurrect his limelight. If someone needed to resurrect Devin's limelight, if Devin Limelight was dead, then Boxing NoGo, you would not be making this video. You would not have been making all the other videos you have been making about Devin. If Devin's career was in the tank, if Devin's limelight was dead, all these motherfuckers would not have no content that would get any traction. That's clear as day. If Devin's limelight was dead, every time Bill was quiet, you would not be bitching about it. But you want to tell us that he can't revive Devin's limelight because he called someone a hater. Okay.
I find it rather funny because at the end of the day, the Haneys, they're clearly entitled to do whatever they want to do. They're grown men. They can do whatever they want to do. But for me, the only way that brings Devin Haney's rep back up and his brand back up is for him to fight. All this other stuff is like nail in the coffin to me. So please.
When is Tank fighting? BX Big Soldier says crazy part. Ryan and Oscar ducking they ducked the rematch. And Marcos Viega from Fight Hub, when he did that interview with Bill, and Bill called him out and said, you know that Oscar said that they didn't want that rematch. And Marcos tried to clean, oh, well, no, he wasn't saying that exactly. And blah. You know, good and goddamn well, Ryan do not want that rematch. You know, knock it off. Yeah, we know good and goddamn well. I don't even want to say I hope Tank loses, but hey, I'm rooting for Lamont Roach if they fight because Tank is a coon and he has proven himself to be Tank ain't shit. This is the bottom line to it. I don't care about Tank. Tank can fuck off. I hope he retires this year. I hope he does.
Prove me wrong by continuing to have Bill Haney try.
Ain't nobody got to prove shit to you, boy. Boxing NoGo. No one has to prove a motherfucking thing to you. Who are you? Telling Devin, oh, you need to fight? What? Nothing is stopping Devin from making a fight. Bill's not stopping Devin from making a fight. Bill being on social media and Devin fighting are two different things, right? Devin can still fight. Devin's not fighting because Bill is on social. What are we talking about? Like, this is crazy, man.
Stage and overshadow his son's career, so you can prove me wrong. That's the only way you're gonna prove me wrong. So keep doing it by all means. But
no one gives a shit about proving shit to you. The entitlement, the sense of entitlement of these motherfuckers. We supposed to prove shit to you? Bill and Devin ain't supposed to prove shit to you a goddamn thing. They gonna do whatever the fuck they want to do. How they want to do it. And guess what? You still gonna be sitting in front of that camera with your beanie in 90,000 degree weather, wearing shades in the house at night. That's what you're gonna continue to do.
This ain't working. Devin, I think, is a good kid. He's not saying as much, even though some of the stuff he does is, being criticized. A lot of it's coming from his dad. I could never have somebody on my team, family member included, that was catastrophically damaging my brand and I'm the breadwinner. Doesn't even make sense at this point. There's been times where Danny Garcia had to tell his pops to chill. There's been times where Tyson Fury's dad was like headbutting Usyk's team and bleeding and doing too much. They kicked him out the corner. So it's funny that you have all these other fighters who have similar situations.
Did Bill Haney headbutt anybody? What are we talking about? Here we go with the false comparisons. I don't know what you're talking about with Danny Garcia. That's Danny Garcia's choice. Danny Garcia, so what? Bill's not doing shit to damage Devin's career. What are we talking about? What? This is crazy.
And if it gets too bad or out of whack, the adult son and fighter, the person who's lacing them up, risking their life, they have to tell their pops to chill. But The reason why Devin is going to continue to get it is because if you know you have this going on in-house,
Devin's gonna get it regardless because Devin's haters are very, very, very stubborn. They're gonna Devin. It doesn't matter what Devin does. He gonna get hate regardless. So at this point, it is what it is. Like, I mean, what's the difference gonna be? Ain't gonna be no difference, right? Devin is gonna get hate and criticism. They're gonna just all the shit, regardless of what he does. It doesn't matter what he does. Shaquila says no one cares about what you think zesty arse. Exactly. All those channels are guilty of the false comparison. They're absolutely guilty of it. Bill ain't out there headbutting nobody. As a matter of fact, when what's that dude name? Oscar De La Hoya's partner, the black dude, the boxer guy. I forgot his fucking name for Golden Boy. Remember he invited Bill to the bathroom, like, and Bill was like, "Man, if you don't like, all right, I'll follow you, whatever." And then he pushed Bill and ran off. Like, what? He could have headbutted his ass then, but he didn't do it, did he? No. Whatever, man.
you do nothing about it, then you're, in essence, it's like harboring a fugitive. You're going to get tried and you're going to get charged.
Harboring a fugitive. The melodrama is out of control. Yeah, B-Hop. Thank you. Thank you, TWS UF1. Yes, B-Hop. Bernard Hopkins. Bernard Hopkins was offering. he asked Bill to join him in the bathroom, and Bill kept his hands off of him. Okay, so I mean, listen, it's a false comparison. However you want to slice it.
Well, so that's what is going on with Devin Haney. The fact that you don't check your dad and like keep him, you know, only doing things that keep the brand in high regard, to me, you're complicit.
What is that? What is that? Boxing NoGo? What's going to help keep? You tell us. How about that? How about you tell us what's going to keep Devin in high regard? Okay. How about you write a Bill out a plan and then do a video and say how Bill should handle Devin's career. What should Bill do and what should Devin do? He is real stupid, big soldier.
And that means you're okay with it. So that's good. Let the Haneys continue to do it. Boxing Ego is a dumb YouTuber. He don't know nothing about boxing.
No.
And watch this space. Just keep watching the
But you ain't said shit about boxing this whole video. You're talking about Bill running his mouth. And in your mind, that's not really in your mind. You don't really believe this, but you're trying to convince people that Bill is bad for Devin's career when Bill has been helping keep Devin hot. Y'all love when Bill speaks. Y'all love using Bill for content. And that's his reality. He is a narcissist with no facts. You're absolutely right. TWS. So yeah, I mean, I think I'm done. I think he's not really saying nothing, man. This is going on ad nauseum. There's really nothing of substance here, really and truly. I just wanted to show you guys he's full of shit, right? He's saying Bill is damaging Devin Haney's career. Devin Haney's limelight is dead, but you guys are keeping this motherfucker limelight lit like a motherfucker. Yeah, you talking mad shit, but guess what? His name stay hot in these streets. And when he ain't doing shit, y'all ain't doing shit. And that's just real. I mean, listen, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I think I'm done with this shit.
Because what I've seen after April 20th, every time Devin is brought up, there's gifs of Ryan knocking him down and jumping over his body.
So what? Why is that such a big concern for you? So what? And so what if Bill wants to say that people are using AI to emasculate his son? Because you know why? It's not because they're trying to emasculate his son. Their homoerotic fantasies are at play. when they keep showing Devin with his booty in the air, face down, booty in the air. That's their homoerotic fantasies at work. That's why they focus on that particular meme. Yeah, let's talk about the homoeroticism of the people that share these memes, right? That want to see Devin in a feminine, submissive position because, yeah, they have erotic fantasies. How about that? Yeah, that's probably why that's happening.
Ryan doing this thing with his hands like on a turnbuckle, and people keep talking about.
All right, I'm done. This shit is dumb. I'm done. Whatever, man. Have at it, boxing no go. Continue to cover Devin because we know that Devin's hot in these streets and he'll stay hot. And that's just what it is. Anyway, y'all was there for the ride. Y'all saw it. It's just more nonsense. Of course, he had to go back to Devin's wife or baby mama or whatever they want to call themselves. That's on them. So what? This shit is irrelevant. None of this shit is of any substance. Bill said you're a king hater. So therefore, Bill is just going out of his way to attack people. That's the best that you can pull up. That's the best evidence that you can show that Bill is crashing out, calling somebody a hater. Oh man, you can't make this shit up. I mean, you can, but why would you have to, right? Anyway, guys, thank you for coming through. Thank you for hitting the like button. Like, share, subscribe, all that good shit. And we're going to keep marching forward toward freedom. Peace.